Hello gorgeous, how are you? We're going to talk about Tula Pink today, the queen of diamonds. We're going to talk about this. I want to share some of the tools, and I've never done French, English paper piecing, I've never done anything like this, and I'm really enjoying myself. I wanted to share some of the tools, some of the things that I'm using to do this, and then we're going to talk about how I'm doing it, okay? The tool that I think has been making this as organized as I can have it and as successful as it can possibly be is this beautiful bag. I ended up buying one of these when I went for the class. I kind of bought it not knowing if it was going to work, but I love this thing. So when you buy the templates and the paper, they come in these bags, and then you also get the fabric with the pattern. I went ahead and removed all the rulers and the paper pieces out of these bags, and I put them in here. This has my A paper pieces, and the ruler is back here in B, and then I was able to organize everything kind of in alphabetical order. When you're looking for pieces that the pattern is asking you to look for, you have it all organized in this sweet bag. I am so happy with this purchase. For example, here's the pattern. It's telling me to get A, J, B. Here's my A, B, the ruler and the paper are together, and then here I was easily able to find, I believe, J, which is right here, and just grab them and pull them out and count the papers that I need based on the pattern and start getting ready to kind of the cutting process with the templates. I do recommend you get the templates. You don't need them, but it sure did make everything a lot easier. The other day I was cutting all the pieces for all of this, and you end up having tons of little pieces for this pattern, and I ended up having it in one of these empty pockets, and I knew that that was month 1 block 2. This fits the ruler and all the rulers, the paper, and the fabric, and it zips up beautifully. Like right now I'm in the middle of a project here, and it fits perfectly in this space, nice and organized. Another thing I wanted to talk about is thread. I ended up getting the thread Tula Pink talked about. I ended up getting the 50 weight Aerofill thread that Tula recommended, and it's beautiful. It does stitch very well. I believe it is 100% cotton from my understanding, and it's a beautiful thread. But I feel that I kind of like something better, and this is 50 weight thread, and I'm going to show you what I'm using. This is the thread that I love. This is Superior thread, so fine thread. It is just beautiful and thin thread. It glides through every piece, and it makes it almost as if it's invisible when you're sewing. I've been using the thread she recommended on this block, but I found that you could, because it's a bit thicker, you can see it more, even though I'm trying to be as grabbing just a little bit of fabric to put it together. It just hides inside the fiber of the fabric. But this is my thread that I love, even though Tula Pink recommends Aerofill thread. I like so fine thread in this one, and you can see how lovely it is. So fine, it glides through, like you can see it here, but you don't see it here. Tula Pink also recommended a specific needle, and I like, you know, you need to watch her video on English paper piecing. I learned so much from her. I noticed my stitches were better, the way she uses the outward position of her hands. It was a great video. I learned so much. But she also recommended a specific type of needle, and I went and I purchased it. Tula recommends this needle because the eye of the needle is longer, and she says it's a shorter needle. I bought it because she said to, but this is a problem I had with it. So this is what the needle looks like. The eye is bigger. And the problem with that is this. I ended up bending it. It's not a useful needle anymore. I've never had that happen to me before. One of the things they do talk about is that as you're working on this project, you end up having bent needles. One of my favorite needles that I've been using, and I believe it's from some of my favorite needles are these embroidery needles because of how little the eye of the needle is, and I love these needles that I use for binding. These are the needles that I am using for my English paper piecing because they are shorter. I've never had them bent on me. They're sharp as heck. They glide through the fabric beautifully. I use them for binding and applique, and now I'm using them for English paper piecing. We're gonna keep on going even though the sun is hitting my face so graciously. One of the things that I really do like is a lady gave me these little magnets, or one of them is called Sew Tight magnets. They're great. Wow. They hold your pieces together wonderfully. I had some name tag magnets. They're just a little bit bigger. I love these because they're little and you can't find this size. So I'm opting to use these. The name tags come with 3M on them, and if you just rub it off with alcohol or pull off the sticky piece off of it and then wipe it with acetone or alcohol, it ends up being a piece exactly like this. I have the needle threader. It's wonderful. These are like $16 something. I'm not sure how much they are anymore, but I know when I purchased it, they were $16 at Joann's. You can also get these little needle threaders. They work great. I believe you're supposed to use a certain type of glue. I tend to not like that glue because it doesn't tend to stay. The paper started falling off on me. The glue didn't stay put. And Old Faithful Elmer's glue, I think, is like the best glue. It holds the pieces together. It doesn't come apart easily. Now taking the paper out, it doesn't get so stuck on the fabric and the paper that you can't take the paper out. It's like $1. I wanted to share this also. One of the tools that I am using because I have vision problems. It's one of these headlamp lights. I use these when I do binding and applique, and they're rechargeable right here, and I love this thing. I wear it like this. And yeah, you know, when I'm working, I can see my projects clearer. I don't have to turn on the lights in the whole room, and girl just loves. I really do appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.